We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Packers defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Over the middle, complete. That's Burnett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Prescott yet again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in,
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up to throw. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Look at this defense. They're the 22nd ranked unit against the run of the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no trunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 36-yard line.
Come on, bring it back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A very solid gain of 27. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter down from our nation's capital.
Prescott now from the 50. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4.
Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burnett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Back to throw here.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones from 4 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some more.
It's caught inside the 25.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And this is how you answer a touchdown on the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the
touchdown, Washington. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back to throw now on first down. Open man is Higgins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed that you went fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 5 yards on first down, now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Off the option, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
He's got Higgins over the middle. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are back within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. That one slants in McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle with Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run wide side with Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Elijah Higgins, 91 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Eckler now between the tackles. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here is 3rd and 5. Prescott now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. on the third down conversion.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
On the give, this is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A big play here, 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff, it's Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Eckler.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll run here with Eckler. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington.